Infinite love, beautiful people. Welcome back to a new video. We have to inquire into something very important for all of us. Why haven't we changed? Why we, as a human being, do not radically change? Even if we know all of the information that we know, for some reason we do not change. So, if you give attention in this inquiry today, at the end of this video, you will be able to drastically change now. Not tomorrow, not in 5 years, but right now. So let's get started. Why don't we change? The most of us are living this life where we constantly have to do something, constantly worry about something, constantly be in a rush. So the first thing that comes into our mind is, I don't have an energy. So you say, I don't have an energy to completely change, to uphold the ideas of giving attention, being present, looking, observing. Is it really true? Pause this video for a moment and observe for yourself, is this really true? Do you have enough energy to change? Maybe you have children, maybe you have financial problems, I don't know, but for some reason the excuse for all of us is we don't have an energy. When you observe this deeply, you will see that you have energy for everything. You have energy to worry, you have energy to think about your problems, to think about your solutions. You have energy to run, to play. You have energy for everything that you think that is important. And that is very important to realize, to see for yourself deeply. You have energy for that what you think is important. So that means that which is not important to you, you say, I don't have energy, or I don't have a time for it. So that means everything that you do not think that it's important, you say, I don't have a time. But in reality you are saying, it is not important that to me, so I have other things to oppress for. But one of the most important things for our lives is for us to change radically, completely the way that we are living this life. And the way that we are living is always living in the past, then moving to now and thinking about the future. So you spend your life constantly occupied by the past, by the memory that you have gathered, and you never move away from that. You always think about security, about what will happen tomorrow and how you will survive. And if it's not about survival, it is about fulfilling your desires. So it is very important for you to realize what the desire is. I have a lot of good videos about desires, you can check them on my channel right here. Don't forget to subscribe or like if you think this video is helpful to you. So, let's back on the track. We don't change because we don't want to change. And that is very important to realize. Superficially, we may want to change, but deeply inside, we are feared of letting go that which we have gathered, our memories, our problems, even our suffering. We do not want to let it go because it becomes personal. The next thing that prevents us from being able to completely, radically change the way of our living is never being in the present moment. That means we have created some kind of illusion of how it should be. Let's take, for example, I'm living in a bad job and I want a better job. So I have constantly idea of what this better job should be, and I'm thinking about it. Meanwhile, I am living and working on a bad job. So if you stop thinking about that ideal, that which is imaginary. It is not here. It is only in your head. If you end that right here, right now, you will be left with one cruel option, and that is reality of what is. And because we cannot face that what is, we are escaping into illusion of what should be. But when you stop losing your energy on that what should be, you are left with tremendous energy to change that what it is now. So how do you change what is now? By giving all of its attention in the moment, seeing that the best way to change this job is to start working right here, right now, to change that. Not thinking about what your ideal job should be or how you are miserable in this job. It is always past and future, never now. But when you are completely right here, right now, in this moment, you are able to change that. Now, move the same thing to psychology. We think that some kind of our behavior, for example, I am very aggressive. You think that you have to change. You think what and how you should look like. So there is constantly this idea, illusion of that what you want to be and the reality of what you are. And these two things collide because you are constantly divided between how it is and how it should be. So you are creating division and conflict. To end the division and conflict is to let go of that what it should be. So your problem is anger. What is anger? Why am I angry? Go deep into it. Do not think why should you stop to be angry, how you should stop to be angry, but go and see the reason of the anger. Stay with your anger. So for example, when you get angry on someone, do not go and be frustrated about that person, but stay and see what is anger inside of you. There's a saying, if you squeeze an orange, it will come out the orange juice. No matter how hard you squeeze the orange, you can never get apple juice. So, the moral of the story is, if someone is making you angry, it is not that someone who is making you angry. It is the inside of you that makes you angry. So you have to be ready to face your anger right here, right now, and become innocent again. That means nobody and nothing from outside can influence this what is inside. So you change that by giving attention completely to the anger inside of you. Stay with it, even if it requires from you to break everything. You do not do a thing. You are just staying and watching it completely, like it is your hand. And then the change becomes now. Then the entire anger becomes like flame and burns itself out and withers away. So, one of the most important things in your life to realize and to see is this constant illusion of something that should be and never facing this what it is. So for you to radically change right here, right now, is to let go of the image what should be and focus on that which is now. So please, give this a test. Try this for yourself. See if this really works. Test it. Do not just listen this video and go about your life, but actually implement this in your life and see if this really can change you. Thank you for inquiring with me. Until next video, infinite love, beautiful.